trotting up a horse for lameness is a really important skill to learn. So today we've got Claire with us and we're going to go through the process of how we trot a horse up. So Claire, firstly, when might we trot a horse up?
So we might trot a horse up for many reasons, mainly to assess if there is any lameness present. And we might want to look for this if we're at a competition or we've just noticed something about our horse that might be slightly different, so we just might want to look at that a little bit further.
Brilliant, so a few reasons then, which is great. What do we do to prepare our horses before we trot them up?
So we like to make sure that they are clean and that they've had their feet picked out, so they have no stones or anything like that in their feet that might make them lame. Yeah, just making sure that they're clean and tidy really, and presentable, ready for a trot up.
Great, and what about equipment? Do they need to have any special equipment when we're trotting them up?
So a good fitting head collar, that's safe with a good lead rope and a nice strong clip, because you don't want that to break whilst you're trotting up.
Brilliant, and what about us? Do we need any specific equipment that's going to keep us nice and safe?
Yeah, so it's a good idea if you're trotting up any horse to wear gloves and to also wear a hard hat and suitable footwear for handling horses, so a pair of yard boots.
Great, thanks Claire. So when we are getting our horse ready, do we need to think about anything in particular for the space that we're going to trot them up in?
Yeah, so ideally you trot somewhere that's enclosed if you can, so that you're safe should anything happen. And also a hard level surface, as level as you can get it. Yes, a nice hard surface, because that's where you'll get a better idea of how they're feeling.
Great, thanks Claire. So we've got our horse ready, you're ready with all your equipment on. Can you talk us through the process of how we actually trot a horse up?
Yes, so we would start stood next to our horse's shoulder, and then when we're ready, we hold the rope in our right hand, the rest of the rope coiled safely in our left hand, and when you're ready, ask the horse to walk away. So we'd start walking away in as straight a line as possible. After a few strides, we would then ask them to trot, and then we'd trot for a period of time that's long enough to be able to get a good look at the trot. As you come to the end of the trot up, we will walk, turn a big sweeping circle at the end, and then once you're straight, ask them to trot again, trot back to your observer. It's important to keep the rope loose so that we can assess if the horse has a head nod or not.
Great, thanks Claire. And is there anything we can do to make our horses feel a little bit more comfortable while we're trotting them up?
Yeah, so you can talk to them, so you can ask them to trot, so you can give verbal commands. And if your horse is used to having a treat, it might be that once you've done your trot up, you give them a treat as a reward or a scratch.